Well, we talk on the subject of the drama-free office. Is the 9-to-5 drama bad for your bottom line? Father-daughter duo Jim Warner and Kaley Klemp investigate the topic, spending the last 15 years researching and conducting candid sessions with over, 3,000 senior leaders where drama has hampered the effectiveness of the group. The book, The Drama-Free Office, A Guide to Healthy Collaboration with Your Team, Coworkers, and Boss, comes to the rescue. Let's get into some particulars. Jim, you mentioned the 4 types. Can we talk about these 4 types of dramatic employees?
Yeah, it all boils down to the complainer. It's the crybaby, the whiner, the gossip, who always is pointing the finger at somebody else. The cynic, who comes in with this self-righteous attitude that I know more than anybody else in the whole group. Okay. The controller, who wants to micromanage and have his or her finger in all the pies and refuses to empower others. And the last one is the caretaker. And people normally think, well, don't you want pleasers and nice people in the organization? But the problem is that the caretaker overcommits. They can't draw boundaries, and everybody suffers as a result.
Well, let's tease on each of those, beginning with the first.
Complainers want to be seen, and so listen to them, but listen to them once. After that, you want to tease from them options and recommendations, and they may often be reticent to do that. But the key is to begin to come up with solutions versus pointing the finger at somebody else.
The cynic usually has a good idea. They have a suggestion. It's just so buried in the cynicism, in the sarcasm, that you can't actually hear what they're pointing to. So the idea is to listen carefully to a cynic for what valuable idea do they have? What are they pointing to that's important? Then you can help collaborate around what's a solution to the thing that they're observing. Once you can get it out of the tone that they're using, it's actually generally a helpful idea.
If you look at a controller, whether it's somebody who works for you or your boss, controllers want to run the show. And so you give them a sandbox to play in. Let them have a win, something they can call their own. And then as they have that, they'll soften a little bit, and you can begin to guide them in how they might empower others. So anytime you see a controller empowering and letting things go, praise them for that.
And caretakers, what you really want is to help them learn how to set boundaries. Because the problem isn't that they want to do that they want to be helpful. The problem is that they overcommit. And so helping them learn that no is not a bad word is actually critically important.
What if one does work for the drama king or queen?
Well, you can't go at them with a brickbat. You have to start off with a soft approach. We really encourage people to put yourself in your boss's shoes. Understand your boss normally works for somebody else. So what are their concerns? The more you can develop rapport with them, the more you have a chance to influence their behavior.
And once you have that rapport, once you understand what they need, then you can deliver on those expectations. So put yourself in their shoes to know what they want. You can give that to them, and then they're much more open to your coaching.
Of course, so again, the contents, you begin with an overture, the 4 drama roles, then getting ourselves out of the drama. I mean, worst case scenario is to not be able to handle it and quit.
Well, the analogy we like to use is that all drama is like a play on a stage. And oftentimes we're caught up there with all the other role players. The first step for getting out of drama is to get ourselves off the stage. Observe what's going on in the other characters. The mantra we encourage people to adopt is, isn't this interesting?
Once you're off the stage yourself, then you have so many more choices. You could decide, I'm going to sit in the audience and I'm going to eat popcorn and watch the drama and just not participate. Or perhaps you could go into the wings and from that detached perspective say, oh, you know what? The dialogue here could change. Or if the script were rewritten, or if you're in the appropriate position to actually say, the roles are wrong. The character, who's playing these parts, we need to make a change there.
I guess if the drama is really toxic, you really have to ask yourself, do I want to leave the theater? Okay, is it time for me to move on in my life because I feel myself being totally drained and debilitated, that my own health is being compromised? So at what point do you say, this is enough, I choose to leave?
Is there drama in every office?
There's normally there's a low-grade drama almost every place we go. A lot of times it's like sniffles versus bronchitis or pneumonia, and you can navigate through it. So it's not that debilitating. But any time there's emotion or the need for people to feel that they are right, drama exists.
I think that one of the most exciting things is after working with a team is to see the tone of the office change, where the drama dissipates and people get much more committed to how do we collaborate and how do we have fun together. And when people have that yes and attitude, the drama, it doesn't serve anymore and it starts to disappear.
Everybody drifts into drama. You can't stop that. The key is how quickly we can shift back into mature collaborative behavior.
Again, your appendixes share drama self-assessments, but let's move on to the 21st century. There's an online assessment. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we put together an assessment that takes about 10 minutes where you can evaluate your own tendencies to fall into drama or the tendencies of one of your coworkers. It very clearly diagnoses how much of a controller, cynic, complainer, or caretaker you might be, and then it points you to places in the book to how to get out of those behaviors. So we found it to be a very effective tool.
One of the reasons I think it's so important is, like we said, there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. And so by using the assessment, you get real clear on which type of drama am I dealing with. And that allows you to use the tools that will be most effective. I think that the key to the drama-free office, the themes that are most important are see which drama types you're dealing with, which of the four, so that you can select the correct tool. Use the self-assessment if you're not sure what you're dealing with. And then I think a primary takeaway is always be asking yourself, what's my responsibility? Or what can I do? Attitude is contagious. So a manager, a leader, an employee, anyone who's saying, how can I be drama-free? That attitude is contagious.
All drama is toxic. Commit to being a drama buster in your organization. The best website is dramafreeoffice.com. And on that website, you can take the free online assessment, which we strongly encourage people to go after. And we can be reached individually through that website also.